Oh, hello, good afternoon, and good evening. Sorry, it's good evening. It's already dark. It's getting dark. I know. Yeah, lovely to see you. I just have to turn off the music here. I was writing. But you know what? Then all of a sudden I was thinking, when your hat is smoking, it's like, oh, and I'm quite tired. And it was really hot last days here at this little coastal town. Sorry, it's a city. Yeah. It is a city now. It is a city. So yeah. So I continued writing the last couple of days. I haven't been here on my live stream because I'm honest. I had to process some stuff. Because yeah, yeah. Also, maybe I'll tell you later. It wasn't so funny, and yeah. It's not easy to be a woman. It's not easy, like for a lot of people. Quiz, gay, you know, it isn't. But yeah, here we are. I'm still standing. And nothing happened, so I was lucky. But yeah, it stressed me a bit out, and yeah. So, but I was productive, nevertheless. Okay. So I'm just checking here with the light. How does it look? Is it better? Let me have a look. Ew, that's a bit much. But that could work. Could have. It could have worked. Almost. Nearly there. But let's have a look. Oh, how delightful. Yeah. Had a good swim. What do you say about my play suit? It's a nice play suit, isn't it? I know, thanks. So anyway, let's dive into it. What do we have here? So I was mainly writing in German the last couple of days, but I was also translating it, but not as much as I was writing in German. So let me have a look. So yeah, I moved. I mean, I did write quite a lot, to be frank, which was good. No matter what's going on, like yeah, it's like it makes no sense calling the police. Honestly, I had that so often, and I mean, is it on the phone, and then they ask you, "Is the predator? What is the predator exactly doing right now? What, trying to attack me, trying to break in, or what?" And it's bloody bonkers. It's a joke. So yeah, I mean, through all my experiences, I have to say I hear them quite bold. Um, but you can also be, especially when something happens out of the blue, completely out of surprise, you can freeze. It's like there's no one to be blamed, especially not the victims. But yeah, I appeared then quite bold, so that person was a bit what attracted it. But it was really strange. Yeah. So, well, yeah, so the next day, I also felt so lonely then, and haven't slept much, and yeah, had to process it. Here I am. Today is another day, another evening, and yeah. And it's good to do another life now. I know it's still at the beginning. I'm grateful. It's all good. But today and even yesterday. Well, yesterday was was very emotional. Also, that book and writing is a very interesting process for me. So yeah, it goes deep. But yeah, today it felt like something was shifting. I did a lot of self care. Self love is so important, and then being gentle to yourself, and um, was swimming, meditating, being creative. Did listen to my vinyls, which was good. Did buy a new vinyl yesterday. Good food. I tried vegan camembert. Not too bad. Manageable. Yeah, and I'm not wearing makeup. Uh, I love makeup normally, but at the moment I don't wear makeup. You have to take me out on completely natural. But I'm just checking with the light here. We can do something else. They're better. No. Too cold. Yeah, my hair's still wild from the beach. But, what can we say? Yeah, and I was cycling and I did my yoga. Oops. And should I do lift eat like I think that would be a bit much. Right? Oh. Yeah, so that was a bit of something, but I'm so grateful today. I feel good. It was good weather. It was not too hot, and it's meeting someone. And here I am. Enough bubbly bub, right? So what do I have? Yes. Just I don't even know what did I read to you last time, but let's have a look. Ah, what can I read to you? Guess I'm still, with the now I know I'm here. That help you good. Well, I wanted to say with that, even it was a very bad experience. I had worse experiences in my past, but I then really go inside me, have some quiet time, have also some quiet time. Well, I cried like a couple of rivers the last couple of days, I can tell, but laugh signals included. Anyway, it's good now. Shifted. Something shifted me. But what I wanted to say is not losing faith is very important, and not giving up on you, never give up on yourself. I know there's no excuse if someone attacks you, of course not. So, how does it sound? See. Yeah, and I watched Margie. Of course, Margie is my booster. I'm waiting for a new video from her today. That she's spilling the tea. Margie got the tea. And it's true, like, also this phrases like, God hired me, who's gonna fire me? That's so empowering because it's true, We have the right to be here. We have the right to breathe, to evolve, expand ourselves, spread our wings, and follow our calling, which is very important because that's the real truth why we're here, Here. Here. So how does it sound? She was on a workshop, a film workshop. She had no knowledge about that. She never did that before. They were all already like in the field, professionals. Well, she was always full of curiosity. So, some good connections arose from the contacts of the participants, such as the fact that I had a job at the Berlinale Film Festival at the beginning of February in one of the main cinemas at Kurfürstendamm. I was working in the Film Palace in Asteria. I have to check if it's still the name Asteria. Astra. Was it not Astra? I think it was Astra. Or AstraZeneca. Well, doesn't matter. AstraZeneca. Asteria. So at this cinema, for example, they showed all the classics that are always shown at the Berlinale. One time, I stood behind the counter and sold Shirley MacLaine sweets. I didn't realize it was her. By the way, she's a firm believer in aliens. I have a book she wrote. Thorsten Siegel, one of my childhood friends, came to visit me in Berlin. A real eye catcher, an unbelievably beautiful male creature. Shame. He was available and wanted something from me, but his ex, I knew he was such a perfect beauty, like painted, like in a book, and from a totally rich background and so on. So I was completely broken, and so yes, I sent him away. Should have kept him. I only realized that much later. Torsten is a Scorpio, and I'm a Cancerius. That's the best thing ever. That's super sexy, that's even spiritual. That's so natural. That's like not from this earth. Not with every Scorpio and Cancerius, of course. But it can be like that. through the film workshop, I got a demo tape on VHS and applied to a casting agency that recommended Lena to me. I met her on account through Caroline, remember? She's my best friend at the moment, but because she's so pretty and has already shot so much, I want that too. About 3 weeks later, I got a call from the agency saying I've been auditioned for a guest role in a ZDF two-part with two-part. I think that's the wrong word. Two-part, like Zweiteiler, like it's like a mini series. They say in England, they say a mini series with 2 episodes. With that actor, for instance, Robert Atwood playing the commissioner, and Michael Mende was a great actor, playing the head gangster. The title is One Goes Up. And yeah, so I have probably to say here mini-series. So I put it in brackets. Mini-series of 2 episodes. Of or with 2 episodes of 2 episodes. Anyway, it's progress, not perfection, right? So let's see what's happening. And yeah, let's see. So that's that. I try not to like too serious. Maybe I should wear makeup and everything. But I like to take it easy. Have you ever watched Russell Brand? I love Russell Brand. I have some audiobooks, and I always try to meet him, but he never was at the same places. And I think by that time, when I came to the UK, he was already mainly in on Thames or how that. Area. It's near London, upon Thames. Thames. Well, I like to watch his videos. It gives a lot of insights, and I like his vibes, and I like that he talks about recovery. He talks about addictions. It's great. So the title of that chapter: Graduation, Farewell, and a New Beginning. Um, on the graduation farewell, a new beginning. How does that sound? On the day of my final exam, I found my grandpa, Paul, in the morning to congratulate him on his birthday. We had seen each other again 2 weeks earlier, and he came to my exhibition with my mom, like my grandma. It was a very happy phone call, and in the evening he suddenly and unexpectedly fell into eternal sleep next to my granny. Yes, it was a good thing that I was on an altar with this baron, so to speak, otherwise I wouldn't have seen Paul ever again. That day we had such a great talk. We went for a walk, and I revealed to him that I was absolutely sure that I would go the way of the artist and go to drama school. To at least learn something decent, you know what I mean? You hear me? Not everyone is made to be an accountant, a lawyer. I mean, I had 12 court hearings in the last 2 years in England. 4 different cases, always the same other party. Sometimes I represented it myself. That if anyone needs an actor to play a lawyer, like a barrister, a judge, a defendant, a claimant, I'm all ears. It's like I'm superly prepped. Yeah, that was something really draining. That's why I can say, and I wasn't married before, but if you get married, really be careful and really check if you really want to be married, and if there might be a divorce at some point. Court stuff can be fucking draining. It's no joke, especially when you're gang stalked. That's not funny at all. But I'm still standing, and still alive, and don't need to hide anymore. And I don't want to, because I'm shining now bright as a diamond, because that's me, and I'm allowed to, and that's my right to do that. So I will. Oh, WWE God, how are you? Nice to see you again. Yeah. So, how does it sound? That really pleased him, and he looked at me proudly, Paul, my grandpa. Because I go back to that phrase sounded not too bad. So I met Grandpa Paul on one of my exhibitions. And that day we had such a great talk, and we went for a walk, and I revealed to him that I was absolutely sure that I would go the way of the artist and go to drama school on top, as you need to learn something decent in your life. That really pleased him, and he looked at me proudly with a very warm-hearted look. By the way, no one else in the Hunchback family, Bucklinger Verwandtschaft, has ever done that, neither on the German side nor on the French side. Paul would have objected immediately, but he was completely different. I mean, he was completely okay. I got his consent. When we said goodbye, there was something in his gaze as we looked at each other, like premonition, which was then, can I say that, like a premonition, which was then confirmed that we would never, wait, sorry. as we looked at each other like a premonition, which was then confirmed that we would never see each other again in this physical form. Well, sometimes there's just something in the air. Yes, bless you. Forgive me. I love you. I always did. Well, early in the morning of his birthday came the call at 7 a.m. and the sad news. Yes, I didn't know where to put it. I couldn't call my grandma until late in the afternoon, and yes, Steffi, my friend, was also visiting me. So I put her on the phone with Lena so she wasn't alone and put them together. Well, or introduce them that they catch up. Introduce them to that they catch up. And that they could catch up. Like catch up. Let's catch up, not catch up with K. But I had to drive down to the funeral. Yes, I was away for about 2 days. After the funeral, I was driven to the train station by my mother's best friend, that right-wing homophobic pervy. And he bought me a book for the trip. At least a good book. Goethe's Faust. Ah, yes, not a problem. Yes, I do. Thank you. Oh, my cat. Hello, cat. I won't. I'm here. No worries. What's going on here now? Can't do anything here. Oh no. So much calmer since I do yoga because nobody then would freak out and shout at my computer, "You fucking bitch, you twat, asshole, you butthole. You have to function." As I say, Schnully, that's my cat. Yeah. Uh-huh. What can I do for you? Darling. Hello. What can I do for you? Can you say hello? Oh, hello. My lovely. Cuckoo. Mm. I'm so sorry. I want to get out. So yeah, oopsie. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Oh yeah, and that I forgot to that and at that exhibition, um, as Easter was coming up, the theme of this action painting was the Last Supper, the Baron, the Baron's, the Baron's favorite theme. It was a 5 meter wide wall and 2.5 meter high. They actually didn't do anything. I was the only one who did it. I was fucking proud. I could not laugh like Beavis and Butthead. So, Now, how does that sound? The Gallery 6000. The Gallery 6000 in Mulachstraße 20 in Mitte at the corner of Kleine Rosenthaler Straße, where the Baron took me to Mitte at the end of April. I got to know those it was kind of a fateful encounter with this crowd of this Gallery 6000, including the gallery owner or the gallerist. Well, the owner. Oh, well, he could be the owner. He would be really proud up in the sky, watching down. Oh, she mentioned me in a book. Jolly good, this girl. I knew because. So, Tommy, 6,000. He only had 3 teeth left in his mouth and was extremely funny. And he always said he's about 50 years old, but I'm pretty sure he was minimum over 60s, something like that. And yeah, he had 3 teeth left in his mouth and was extremely funny. And his humor and kind-heartedness reminded me of Paul, my grandpa, who had set sail for eternity just under a month ago. Tommy invited me to come back to Mitte, to the gallery, to Mitte, to the gallery in Mitte the next day, which I did. My name was still programmed Princess Yasmin of Wonderland, which is self-explanatory when you are traveling around with the Baron on art trips and so on, you know. So yeah. I then met up with Tommy at lunchtime or around lunchtime. I think around lunchtime sounds better. Around lunchtime, and so how does it sound? Still program? Because like in German I wrote der Name ist Programm, so my name was still programmed. I don't know. I think it's okay to say, which is self-explanatory when you're traveling around with on art trips and so on. Yeah, so I then met up with Tommy, the gallerist. What do you think, in a novel, do you need, when you have established a person and their job or whatever, do you need to put it on and on? No, you just say it once or twice, right? Which I already did. So I just can say Tommy, right? I don't know. Put please comments down below. That would be very much appreciated. What's going on here? Just a sec. All good. Anyway, so sorry. So yeah, I then met up with Tommy around lunchtime, and we went around the. But then I had around again, no, and then we went to the beer garden. No, we did a round. Oh no, a round, not around, a round. Of the beer garden of the Caesar, which doesn't exist anymore. And now there's a big building in between, but there was like grass. It was like a beautiful beer garden. And behind that is the Rosenthaler Straße. Then there was like the delicious donuts. So the Caesar was like an Italian restaurant right next to the gallery at Mulachstraße, which was Little Red. Oh, no, next to the gallery in Mulachstraße or at Mulachstraße. I'm confused now. Anyway, so Tommy gave me a Little Red children's watering can, sunflower seeds, a little hoe, and we were about to plant sunflowers from there. We went on and down the Castinallee, Kastanienallee, Chestnut Alley, Kastanienallee, which is called Casting Alley, by the way, in Berlin. And we planted more sunflowers at the edge of the street. We went all the way up to Prata, where we planted several more. Yes, Tommy, the gallerist, was really very entertaining and told me unbelievably great stories. Tommy can't help but tell unbelievably great stories because Tommy was an absolute, that's double dipped, kind of. No, so Tommy was really very entertaining. I just hear cats fighting. Sorry, I have to look after my cat. He's old. So Tommy was really very entertaining and told me unbelievably great stories. Tommy can't help it. He only can tell great stories because Tommy was an absolute all-round talent, as he said, and a superstar, he said, and a producer, director, networker, generally absolutely brilliant and fabulous. You hear me? Yes, from there we walked down to Linienstraße 156 at the corner of Tucholsky Straße. There he introduced me to one of his main artists, Damian Loboda, a Polish artist, who was scared because he thought Tommy had gone completely crazy and was now bringing little street brats with him. Yes, I looked a little bit like a punk. Yes, I looked a little bit like a little punk. Well, why not? Wild. Yes, Tommy made it clear to me that the gallery flat was actually sublet, and the main tenant was Laura Schork, an actress who was now shooting in a fat series on Sat.1, which was just a nursing series, but anyway. The reason why Tommy showed me the so-called gallery flat was the reason, that's okay, right? The reason why Tommy showed me the so-called gallery flat was as follows. My contract in Charlotte at the as follows. My contract at the Charlottenburger flat was slowly coming to an end, and I was able to extend it once because the guy from the youth welfare office played Mr. Sonntag told me to play him a couple of monologues, which I did. But now I had to get out because I was soon going to be of age. Like volljährig of of age, 18. Besides, the flat cost over 1,500 German, like Deutsche Mark. That was too much. So Tommy was too happy. So Tommy was too pleased to take me under his wing. That's good. Too pleased to take me under his wing, which was also fun and exciting. And I got to know so many people in a short time. At that point, I didn't understand why the Baron took me there himself. He hardly showed up and so on. And Tommy saw right through it, which was a good thing. Yes, the Baron insisted that I, with my youthful recklessness and charm, quickly push forward and so on, and that he would then come over and take over. Come and take over. Sorry. Yeah. Over the helm. It was also about this location. There was a project running at Auguststrasse, namely this old coach house, like a remise behind the cafe, which still exists today, the cafe. They built up all kind of buildings, like doesn't look like before. I was there very often and spread out in the carriage house with paintings. In July, I also moved to Linienstraße finally, to this artist, in July, I also moved to Linienstraße, to the artist's place, together with Damian Loboda, the artist. Wow, we're on that again. My new flatmate and very handsome man of a stately age, who helped me diligently with the move. I fell madly in love with him. I backed him every day until he gave in and I could really assure him that I was already of age. I always passed him in the morning with a light towel and such little jokes and so on, and passed him and, being sexy and stuff. I also smelled his t-shirt from time to time. And what about, should I tell that, I don't know, how the first sex move was? Or the drama? Would that be interesting? Right. Oh, yeah. So we had sex. And then another guy who fancied me. This very same evening, we were naked. And a guy climbed in over the window. I have to make a note here. That was a funny situation, I think. I felt super excited. That was so fucking funny. I felt face of that guy because I was already with someone else and we were naked. And very mature looking guy, It was good. He was also a bit, I don't know his age. Anyway. Just popped in my mind. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. Not too bad, right? Oh, I could write that. And we kept it discreet, but Tommy knew what was going on. And Yves Kessler, the other one in the gallery, was also a bit concerned because it was so young. You know what I mean? Young and innocent. Yeah. I once was. Me too. I was once innocent. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, um, yeah. So, what did we say with that? I have to correct that phrase from before. It was so messed up. Because then it's already done. What was it? So we did that. He was pleased. There was another one which was so fucked up. Sounded so fucked up how I wrote it before. Uh, it's really working in a book. Um, so oh, that sounds better. So I went back here. So the reason why Tommy showed me the so-called gallery flat was as follows. My contract at the Charlottenburger flat was slowly coming to an end, and I was able to extend it once because the guy from the youth welfare office, Mr. Sunday, requested to see what I am on with my life and my plans. And so I played two monologues to him and his colleagues on a table in his office. And then my extension was granted. Yeah. So there was another one. Uh, yeah, here. The chestnut alley. That's so sweet. um, Castanian alley. Here, Tommy can't help it, but he tells, and incredibly, incredibly great stories. Like he managed, for instance, it's like always big names. He was great. Because Tommy was an absolute all-round talent and a superstar, he said, and a producer, a big one, and director and network, and generally brilliant. Sorry, Tommy, but I have to say it. You were. He was also an imposter. A charming one. Yes, indeed. A splendid imposter. Oh, that sounds great. Imposter. 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 Impostor. Sorry, not imposter. It's good. Yes, he was. Ah. He always had someone who pays the gallery, and then all these artists. After you're in that, I make notes. They were like, there was one artist who was a furniture designer, so there was a lot of furniture, great furniture in the gallery, which made Tommy very happy. Let's say like that. I even put a couch in there because I had not enough space in the gallery flat. And my beautiful perfect IKEA couch where you could perfectly sleep on, look like shit and dirty in the back room in the office room, and farted. I don't know. It was like ridiculous. But I gave it to him. So yeah. Yeah, but he had a big heart, and he had his heart on the right place. Tommy. He never had money. Just once. Once they sold paintings, from Damian, and they were so proud, and they shared it really fair, and the money lasted not even a week, and it was a lot of money. But when he had money, he was really generous, and his mates found Tommy. They're also very protective, which other people didn't know because there was a lot of truthfully rumor about them in that particular gallery. Well, I was part of the family and so young and lost, so they protected me. So I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, what can I say? Bless them. Bless everyone. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it for today. Yeah, Tommy is bad. Yeah, I will talk probably more about Tommy in that gallery. It's very insightful. There's much more to come and other brilliant characters. And yeah, to be continued. Thank you for your cooperation. And thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving comments. And it inspires me doing that. And I hope I can inspire you too. follow your heart and, don't let others steal your sparkle. Yeah. Anyway, lots of love. And yeah. Look down below. There are like I can recommend watch the videos from Margie. Margie got the tea. Margie the High Priestess is very, very interesting. Also very uplifting, just great vibes. And there's still that link of that theater play, which is still accessible online, and I can really recommend that. Thank you very much. Bye.